Is this the fanciest quick service at Disney World?
Prince of the Bear here today. We're hanging out at the exclusive resort, not that exclusive, Disney's Riviera Resort.
To go to Primo Piatto for breakfast.
Yes, there are things to investigate, and as your number one choice in foodie infotainment, that's just what we do. So remember, she's vegan. I'm not. What's a Piatto anyway?
It's time to foodie and chill. This is the plant-based platter. We have a Beyond sausage. We have some Just Egg that looks seasoned. We have a beautiful little pesto on the bottom. And what looks to be like eggplant and some onion. So I'm just kind of gonna do an all-in bite because I feel like this is the type of dish that needs to be consumed together. All right, this. To breakfast. It tastes like I just ate a really, really good breakfast sandwich. I would totally put this in between a Mickey waffle and consume it. Really tasty and flavorful. The pesto is herbaceous. The Just is cooked perfectly. I love the crisp on the Beyond sausage. It's a little overcooked, but it's still really crispy. And even the tomato is nice. I love the whole thing. It is a 5 out of 5. It is a Princessities item. I really think you should get this. Just come to Primo Piatto and get this and the Mickey waffles and the Mediterranean wrap. And then you'll have like enough food for the day. It'll be great.
Now, aside from the pre-processed nature of the Just sausage, this actually looks like a fairly healthy spread for breakfast. You got all the food groups represented here. The fruit and the tomato, you got the veggies and the eggplant and the onions. You got a little bit of egg, even though obviously it's not real egg. And a little bit of meat. Obviously, I don't remember my entire triangle of food groups, but nowadays, it's mostly garbage anyway. The grilled eggplant has a nice flavor to it that just matches really well with the pesto on the bottom. Giving that little bit of extra thing to what would normally be a very boring Beyond sausage. Even though, I have to say, if you're going to get it cooked anyway, overcooked is always the way. You do not want to be on sausage undercooked. Trust us. The Just Egg gives you that full breakfast feeling. Honestly, if I just wanted something quick and light to run in the parks, even though obviously I'm not vegan, this would probably be my choice. This would leave me feeling like not crud for the rest of the day. I would give this 4 out of 5 plus. Here you have these super fancy lemon blueberry pancakes here from Primo Piatto. You get this nice serving of 3 fluffy pancakes, a black or blueberry compote with a mascarpone, like butter on top. And this is the vegetarian version, so a vegetarian sausage, vegan sausage, basically, instead of like an actual meat sausage. But you can get meat if you want meat, or fruit. We had one other option as well. Let's go ahead and dive in. These are definitely giving Trattoria breakfast vibes, because they also specialize in a nice fluffy pancake. Get some of that on there. The tiniest bit of the butter because I want to live. Tiniest bit. That is a lot of lemon. If you were a little bit sleepy, maybe still getting ready for your day, my eyes are wide awake now. I feel like somebody just rubbed lemon in my eyeballs. But it's a very strong lemon, more lemon than blueberry, but the pancakes, beautifully fluffy. Like, we'll give Trattoria a run for its money any day. If you love lemon, you'll love those. Me, not so much, but I love the idea of it. If I can get it without the butter, and I'm sure you could, I would devour the entire thing. 4 out of 5 plus.
Start your day the right way, the Mickey waffle way. Everywhere they serve Mickey waffles, you can get the vegan ones too, except for like a couple of stands. So typically I will dip, but because of the type of syrup they have, I have to do a covering in the syrup situation. Hopefully I didn't ruin my Mickeys. Ceremonial ear removal. Ever so tasty Mickey waffle. It's a little bit dry. It's kind of a little bit overcooked, but I like a Mickey waffle any day of the week. And the syrup's not bad either, even though it's not pure maple. I forgot my syrup. I enjoy it. I will give it a 4 out of 5 Mickey waffles. It gets extra points because it's shaped like a Mickey.
The Mickey waffles, for those of you that just absolutely can't live without, I'm really going to need you to start expanding your palate. So, it's just a waffle. And waffles are always inferior to pancakes. And that is the hill upon which I have chosen to give my life. As far as waffles go, they're a little well done. Just crunchy instead of like just crisp. The inside's still cooked perfectly. Powdered sugar is a choice. The syrup is fine. It's not, Canadian maple syrup, but it's syrup. If you're looking for your Mickey waffle fix, you can rest easy, exhale. You can get your Mickey waffles here, okay? 3.5 out of 5 plus.
My waffles come with fruit. I love a good fruit cup. This is a really unique one because you have like all these mandarin oranges in here, grapes, and Granny Smith apples. Why not? Wow. That's giving me Green Earth Cafe, Granny Smith apple juice, nostalgia vibes. So good. I love a fresh Granny Smith apple, and that's literally what this is. A superb fruit cup, I would say. 4.75 out of 5 fruits.
There's nothing I enjoy more than a good fruit cup when it's fresh fruit. Don't feed me no syrup-filled store prepackaged fruit cup. I will toss that thing across the room like a baby throwing a bottle. And when it's fresh fruit, however, no tantrums involved. I'm just going to go ahead and dive in and eat the fruit. Crisp, freshly sliced apple. Is there anybody that just doesn't like a fresh cut fruit cup? Some of you. Either way, 3.5 out of 5 balls. This delicious, decadent-looking thing is the Croque Madame. This is a breast sandwich with Swiss cheese and French ham. Regular ham, French ham, because we are on the Riviera, and a fried egg on top with a little bit of green onions. Now, I have had this before, but it's been so long I barely remember what it tastes like. But it just looks so good on the menu. I couldn't resist. I'm going to go ahead and dive in. We're going to cut this egg and make everything all nice and messy. Oh, no way. Egg is cooked in such a way that it's not runny. I like that. There are certain situations in which I like a runny egg. Certain situations I do not. In this situation, I would prefer not because the bread is already covered in things that are going to make it soggy. Got a beautiful little cross section there, the Swiss, the ham, and the egg. The ham is nice and warm, but not like griddled. But it's got like a nice edge to it from the heat. The egg is nice and savory. It doesn't overpower the ham, so you still get the ham and the cheese. The way that it's smothered with that hint of the green onions is like the peak savory breakfast. I would give that 4.5 out of 5 claws. I wish it had 2.
This is a very filled cup of overnight oats. So filled that I'm scared to take a spoonful. So I'm just gonna kind of like come in here from the side. There's like a giant piece of apple in here. Very unique and small. Wow, that's extremely flavorful. This is so much better than any of the other overnight oats that you get at like the Values or the moderate resorts. This is small, but it packs a ton of flavor. This is a 4.75 out of 5 oatmeals. This is incredible.
When I preach about the need for more plant-based options, it's things like the overnight oats that I sort of like gravitate to because all the overnight oats on Disney property are made with almond milk. So they could have easily just put cow's milk in here and then most of us can eat this, including myself since I'm lactose intolerant. But the fact that it's vegan by default, even by accident, I like that. I'm gonna try this whole apple and the oats and see how that tastes. I love that. Even though the consistency can be a bit weird when you're eating the walnut on top of the oats, that nutty flavor with the fresh apple and the other fruit in there, it's an amazing overnight oats. We've had a lot of overnight oats. This is by far my favorite. If I have to pick a grab and go overnight oats to hop on the Skyliner while I wait for the park to open, if I rope drop, and as a local, I don't do that unless I have to, this would be the one I'd grab. Give this 4.75 out of 5 claws.
Not a lot of options for breakfast when it comes to drinks. You either have to do soda, water, or beer, or wine. Most of it's not vegan, so we did beer for breakfast. I don't know why. Cheers. Always vegan, always tasty, always Stella. It's a 3 out of 5 Stellas.
The Princess is so opposed to beer for breakfast, like that's like the least American thing ever. When honestly, it's the most American thing ever. Beer for breakfast? Why not? Just be glad it's not a Bud Light. Extra pinky for extra fancy. Nice, crisp. It feels like breakfast barley champagne. I would give it 4 out of 5 points. I know many of you would ask, it's like, why wouldn't the Princess just get one of the canned cocktails or like the Bellini or the wines? Mainly because almost none of them are vegan. So I got the Bellini because, well, I'm not vegan. But it's got carotene in it. So, crushed up bug carcass. Oh, cute little cat. I don't have to worry about like spraying it across the room or anything like that. It screws right off. Very peachy. Not enough champagne. It's like juice. Adult juice. But very weak adult juice. 5% alcohol by volume. So it's basically like a Bud Light, whereas champagne would be like 12-13% alcohol by volume. It'll do for now. 3 out of 5 claws. I know my stomach is definitely feeling Primo right now.
I think that Primo Piatto is amazing for breakfast or lunch dinner, and if you can come during Bar Riva's hours, you can order some of Primo Piatto's options there, and that's really nice too. So not breakfast though, but like lunch dinner.
Yeah, it's definitely, I think, a good breakfast spot. Definitely, even if you're in the Skyliner line, you're headed like Epcot for the day, this is worth a stopover to get the good breakfast, or just a grab and go item like I got, and then off to the parks.
Yeah.
It is definitely elevated quick service breakfast. But I don't know what you guys think, given what you've seen. Would you order anything below, or does it look too like out of scope for you? Maybe the flavors you don't like. The comments. So let us know in the comments. So is there anything else I can just do? That will always be a place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, Barry will yeet himself into the Riviera.
I'm gone. But you heard the girl.